Hey everybody, how are you? It's Peter again for MLB Trade Rumors and Discussion. Today is Saturday, February 29, 2020. Keeping this going every single day for the rest of the year, just like I promised you guys. Let's talk. One day left before March, or a few hours left, and that means baseball is right around the corner. For me, I love fantasy, can't wait. But I want to share a story with you guys, with what just happened to me today. I got a phone call from one of my best friends. And he was like, no, you know what? We had our fun, the Nationals. That's it, we're done. And I was like, oh shit, what happened? Scherzer got hurt or Strasburg? He's like, no. He's like, just look at us to how we're already screwing ourselves up already in spring training. And now, I didn't know what to say because I thought he was joking for a second, but he's also one of those worry guys. And I know fans like that, right? And you know who you are. I know fans like that. And it's just like, come on, man. It's spring training. Like, are you taking this seriously? If you want to take it seriously, the Marlins are 6-2, and I believe the Orioles are 5-4. And Chris Davis is off to a scorching hot start. So, come on. You guys got to chill. I remember when Greg Bird couldn't stop hitting. You know, like, guys, this is for guys to get ready. And the only time you start worrying is there's injuries or guys who need to perform or make the team are just not, then it's different, right? But if you're looking at records or anything, you can't. You just can't. You can't focus on that shit, right? You just can't. You gotta chill. So, take a look. I'm a diehard Diamondback fan, right? And then we're not doing great, but I want to talk about something today. How managers deal with their players in spring training, and it's very important. And I'm going to tell you why. Mixing and matching and knowing who you're playing. The Diamondbacks always play the Rockies so many goddamn times in spring training for the last bunch of years. It felt like we played them more than anybody, right? And if I know the Diamondback fans know this. What I didn't like about that was we kept putting in a lot of our guys who, like Bradley and all those guys, who I didn't want Arenado and them to see. Because what happens? Like, they start picking up on your pitches, right? And they start knowing what you're throwing. So if you can, don't put, especially when you're playing your rivals, try your best not to put those guys in, because you don't want to see, like, them start scouting you. You don't want to see, like, right now if Escobar or if right now Bumgarner's there or anybody, we know they know them. But, for example, I don't want them hitting against Ray or some of our new guys like Rondon. I don't want them to know nothing. Okay, the Dodgers won today, right? Who pitched? Clark. Perfect. Look at who pitched after Clark. Nobody who's making this team. Nobody. Okay? What Torrey's doing right now is brilliant. You cannot show your hand. You cannot show your hand, okay? If one of those guys happened to make the team in the pitching, great. Okay, that's fine. But for the most part, look at the pitchers. It wasn't working. The Dodgers, you can have your hitters in for a couple of innings and stuff, but after that, that's it. You cannot do it. I know John Jay got a hit today for the Diamondbacks, and I'm always looking at him, you know. Marte, Escobar, they got their hits, but I think the Dodgers jumped them because the Dodgers got a beast of a hitting team. You know, that's without Bellinger and stuff playing. Like, the Dodgers are scary. It's a very scary team. So the last thing you want to do is have the Dodgers already get more of an advantage on you when you got your guys in. You know the Dodgers already are the diehard favorite up there for most people, right? They're definitely easy money. And I'm not going to lie, they terrify the hell out of me when we're pitching against them. But you still got to play. You still got to work hard. You still got to bust your ass. You still got to be smart because you don't know what happens, right? So I like what they're doing. And again, stop taking spring training too seriously. Now, a team that needs to pay attention to what's happening, I don't know if somebody cursed the Yankees with injuries, but now you see that Judge hurt his shoulder, right? And again, the MRIs come back negative and all this stuff. The Yankees need to be very careful with what they're doing, right? They need to understand. So that's why I mentioned about Arenado yesterday, that the Yankees, don't be surprised they make a move. The Yankees are going to need to go after somebody. If Judge and Stanton and all these guys cannot be on the field or something can happen, I don't care if you got Garrett Cole or not. That's just one start. You know, you need to do it. I know Montgomery pitched well today. He's a good pitcher, actually. So the key here is don't focus on records. Be smart. Don't mix and match who you're playing with. Do not show your hand. Okay, that's a very big thing, and I love that what the Diamondbacks are doing when it comes to that. And a lot of managers are really smart. The Padres are off to a scorching hot start, right? That I don't pay no mind to that. You don't pay any attention to that. And whoever's in, whoever's pitching, whoever's hitting, that's fine, okay? But you have to make sure when you play your division rivals, because you play them 19 times, you have to make sure it's fresh. Because after a while, like, how many times can Archie Bradley and Arenado and Blackman see him, right? You don't want that. But when you guys got new guys like Guerrero and Rondon, you don't want the Dodgers or the Rockies to know that. You don't want nobody to see that. I want nothing to do with Bellinger or Mookie to know what's going to happen, because that may win you a couple of games. That's the difference between making the playoffs and not. Like the Diamondbacks last year, Greg Holland blew a couple of games. That drove me crazy, you know? Those couple of games, you don't know what would have happened. You don't know if it would have been a winning streak. You don't know if that would have been the difference from, because the Diamondbacks were close to the playoffs up until the last few weeks. So those are big games. So anyhow, any way you can win a game here or there by being smart and not tipping your hand, you do it. That's why I think the Diamondbacks are being extremely smart, very strategic with what they're doing. And a lot of teams are like that. You know, a smart guy is like Joe Girardi. Joe Girardi's an old school guy. He's, you know, they know what they're doing. And those are winners. You know, those are how you're going to win games. Like, I don't mean to switch it to a different sport, but Popovich. Popovich was brilliant. People were talking, no, he rested some of his players when they needed to be rested. I'm talking about back in the day with Ginobili or Duncan or anybody. If you needed a game, Leonard, at that time, you need a game. You have to know that, especially in baseball, it's 162 games. Right? You see your division rivals 19 times. Seeing the Dodgers 19 times is one, seeing a team 19 times is one thing. Seeing the Dodgers 19 times is another. So if guys like Bellinger or Mookie get any upper hand, they already have the upper hand being so great. Imagine that. So that has to be smart, and that goes for every team. Okay, that goes for every team. Let this be for the guys who are, you know, trying to make the team. Now, Archie Bradley said something today. You know, he wants more innings. He wants more innings. You know, that's fine. But again, Torrey knows what he's doing, right? Archie, we know how you pitch. We know you throw 90-something miles an hour. We know you have a couple pitches. Relax. You'll get there. You'll be there. Torrey, you got. They'll start doing it in March, and they'll start warming up. But you do not need to see the Dodgers or the Rockies or teams like that you see all the time. Sorry to be a little bit repetitive, but a lot of people ask me, and like my friends, it's just like, chill, relax. Let's have fun. Baseball's coming up soon. Then you'll see that. Talk to you guys soon.